Alright, so I just got back from watching Alien Romulus, the latest Alien movie in the Alien saga. This is a sequel slash prequel. From what I could tell from watching the movie, it takes place in between the two movies. The first two Alien movies, Alien and Aliens, which is beneficial for me because those are the only two Alien movies I've seen. I've only watched the original and then the sequel. I've not seen Alien 3, Alien Resurrections, I think it's called, or any of the other ones. Or I haven't seen any of the Alien versus Predator movies. I haven't seen Prometheus, and I have not seen Alien Covenant. So I heard they weren't very good, and I heard the first two were the only good ones. So I figured, why watch the bad ones when I can watch the good ones? I do really like the first two movies. I think they're really good suspense horror movies. I didn't really find them that scary, but I was still very intrigued by them. Especially, how the aliens work. The xenomorphs, I think they're very unique in their design. They're very original. There's not quite a movie monster that's quite like them. So that's the biggest thing that the Alien franchise has going for it. Plus, those first two movies, especially Aliens, are just full of memorable characters that you do get attached to. And I will say that is something that this most recent movie, Alien Romulus, replicates very well. Is you really do get attached to this group of characters. Specifically, I would say two of them I really got attached to, which was good because those are the characters the movie wants you to feel attached to, so you feel the tension and the suspense when they are in danger, and you don't quite know who's going to live, who's going to die. Some characters, it's pretty obvious that they're going to die. Some, it's less so. And I think the movie does a good job of making you feel that suspense because I cared about these characters. I will say I don't know who plays him, unfortunately, but the robot in this movie, the android character, Andy, he was really good. He's really good in this part, in this role. He sold it very well. He was by far my favorite character in the whole movie. And I wish I looked up his name after this, but he did a really good job. The acting in this movie is good all around, but he is a great standout. I will also say that the not the soundtrack, the score, the orchestral score, superb, really well done, as well as surprising, I guess I shouldn't say surprisingly, but I wasn't expecting this, the space stuff. Especially watching it in a theater with the sound system was really impressive and really took me away. They really used the space setting to its full potential here, and they made space, the fact that you're in outer space, a big factor in this movie, which wasn't so much of a thing in Aliens. It was a bit in Alien, but, since the most recent one I saw was Aliens, I kind of lost that space-ness of these movies, and so I was glad that came back in full force in this movie. So yeah, I'm mostly positive on this movie. The only negatives I can think of is that it is a little fan servicey at times. There's a couple callbacks to the first Alien movie, and there's a few to Aliens as well that I didn't quite think were necessary. I know why they put them in there because, they're loving homages, I guess, but I don't know. It was a little one too many for me, and it kind of took me out of the movie whenever they showed up. There's one in particular that I don't know if it was supposed to be funny, but everybody laughed, so there's that. But yeah, the fan service I think could have been a bit more subtle. And I think the movie would have been better for that. Also, there's a few, in my head, I guess not plot inconsistencies, but just leaps in logic or breaks in logic, I would say, that some characters make around the third act that I'm like, wait, why would you do that? Why wouldn't you just do this instead? But it didn't ruin the third act for me. I still enjoyed it. And again, that's movies. There's going to be stuff like that in almost every movie that you watch. But I did notice it. So maybe other people would bother them more than it bothered me. I don't know. Yeah, all in all, I think this is a pretty solid movie. It's not my favorite movie of the year by any means, but I do think it is a good Alien movie. I don't know what everybody else thinks, but I liked it. I thought it was pretty good. It is quite gnarly at times. This movie does a good job of, using the disgustingness of the aliens, the xenomorphs, to its full potential. And the characters are put into situations that were completely unique for me. So that I found myself thinking a lot of times, oh, that's clever. That's an interesting obstacle for our characters to overcome that the other two movies didn't give our characters. And so this movie was very unique and creative in giving our characters different things to overcome besides just watch out, the aliens around the corner and it's gonna get you. You know, it's a bit more creative than that, which I appreciated. So yeah, if you're interested, Alien Romulus is in the theaters right now, and you can go ahead and check it out.